It's a school night and we have company over. You know, my mom's over, we're hanging out, we're enjoying some family time. And so unfortunately, no, it's not a good time. And he goes, well, then I need you to tell my kid no.
I'm sorry, what? Hello everyone, Sick and Tired here, and today I have another TikTok therapy session for you. If you are enjoying my videos, I would please ask that you would consider subscribing, liking, and turning on notifications. That way you never miss your weekly support group. You can also join my Patreon if you'd like, so you can get these same videos completely uncensored and kind of unedited. There are some things that absolutely cannot be on YouTube, and those things are on Patreon. It's gonna be a very interactive video, so feel free to play along with these things that they're going to be doing, especially this first one here.
If you want to know how badly you've been traumatized, right? How bad it actually been, I wanna give you a test of 10 questions that comes from something called the ACE test. And that was done in the 90s, over 17,000 people that they checked in terms of childhood stress. And it's what's truly changed the way we view trauma forever, okay? So just bear with me and count on your fingers. So question number 1, did a parent or adult in your home often swear at you, insult you, or make you feel worthless, or were you afraid that you might be physically hurt? Okay. Question number 2, did a parent or adult in your home ever push, grab, slap, or hit you so hard it left marks or caused injury? Did an adult or someone at least 5 years older ever... Now, the next question, which is, did you often feel that no one in your family loved you, or that your family didn't look out for each other? Okay, be honest with yourself. Now, question number 5. Did you often not have enough to eat, have to wear old and dirty clothes, or feel that your parents were unable to fully take care of you? Were your parents ever separated or divorced? Next question. Was your mother or stepmother ever pushed, grabbed, slapped, or hurt physically? Next question. Did you live with anyone who had an issue with drugs? Did anyone in your household have serious mental illness?
I'd have to assume there was mental illness there.
And the next question, which is, did anyone in your household go to prison? Okay? If you have the baseline, which is you got 0 to 1, well, it's still 1 in 3 will face mild anxiety or depression at some point, which is just normal human thing. 2 or 3 score, right? Risk for clinical depression is roughly 2 times higher. And risk of heavy drinking, obesity, and sleep disturbance is about 2 times higher. Now, if you score more than 4, this is where it gets really wild, is that there's a 4 times higher chance of chronic lung disease, 7 times higher chance of alcoholism, 10 times higher chance of injected use, 12 times higher attempt, and 2.5 times higher chance of a heart disease. Now, if you scored more than 5, mental health disorders like anxiety, depression, and PTSD is 4 to 6 times more likely. Smoking and heavy drinking rates are near 50 to 60% in some people. Now, if you scored more than 6, average life expectancy drops by 19 to 20 years. Roughly 80% show 1 or more chronic physical illness by their midlife. Do you see how hard you might have had it and how hard you are yourself? Let's get to number 7 and 8. Suicide attempts odds by higher 30 to 40%, not 4%, 30 to 40 times higher if you score more than 7 or if you score 7 and 8. Complex PTSD patterns are almost universal. Disassociation and chronic illness overlap are common. 9 to 10, if you scored more than 9 to 10, is that life expectancy gap is up to 25 years. Up to 25 years. Over 90% report depression and anxiety. So my point is to say this is not to have you feel bad or whatever. It is to understand that your nervous system is plastic. And also, I can't put my phone down, but I want you to pat yourself on the back. The fact that you still survived and you still are here is absolutely incredible.
Wait, what? So my life expectancy could be shortened by 20 years from the way that I was raised? Is it because of all the stress? Now, the one that I didn't put my finger up on was I did actually feel loved in my childhood. And maybe that's because in my twisted mind, I was loved. But at the same time, if I was truly loved by my parents, I wouldn't have put the other fingers up, right? Regardless, though, I would have had 8 fingers even if I did put down the one, because nobody was actually diagnosed, but nobody ever went to get help for any of their issues. So now this next video that I'm going to show, I stumbled upon because I had seen another creator talking about how they were on Parental Alienation TikTok. I think I might have checked that out a long time ago, but I've never really been back there. And so I did find one video kind of relating to what she was talking about, how these people just, they talk and you can understand why their kids don't want to have anything to do with them, but they just can't wrap their mind around it.
Come with us to visit our mom that we're both no contact with.
Hell yeah.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
This is absolutely cruelty. So you have 2 kids who think this is a joke. They're clearly, in my opinion, have not been. Neither one of them are afraid to see their mother.
And you're coming to this conclusion, how? Just because they're going to see their mom? It's different for everybody. It's not just black and white. It's a big gray area. And people are allowed to feel however they want to feel. I'm already interrupting and we just started. I'm sorry.
This whole thing screams of parental alienation. Making fun of your mom, showing up at your mom's house, not knowing where your mom lives. It's incredibly entitled. I would love to know where dad is. I would love to know who has given you this sense of entitlement. I would love to know why you think it's okay to be cruel to someone who literally gave you life.
And that's always their argument, right? They gave you life, so you owe them yours. Just because you're a parent doesn't mean that you were good at it. Doesn't mean that you were a good parent. And I'm sorry, but now you're facing the consequences of your actions.
Almost 2 years.
For me, 5. We're very excited.
This kind of laughter, this kind of giddiness, to me, if we're going to talk about demons, if we're going to talk about spirits, if we're going to talk about thought patterns, this was given to her by someone else. And I would go so far, I would love to know the story behind this. I will bet you $10 this was created around a divorce. I will bet you $10 that their dad can do no wrong. I will bet you $10 that they haven't had respect for their mom for a long time because of someone else.
Is there something wrong with somebody pointing out that somebody else is mistreating you? Sometimes our eyes are so blinded, especially when it comes to our parents, because we're always told that our parents can do no wrong, that they love you unconditionally. Sometimes we're blinded by that. And we don't always know until someone says, hey, I don't like the way that they're talking to you or treating you. And then we kind of start to get it. I've made mention several times that I didn't realize what happened to me was not normal until I had my own daughter and started to realize, oh my God.
Because I can see the spirit of cruelty. I can see the spirit of detachment. Had they actually been abused, this is not how actual abused kids act.
Do you know that for a fact right now? Are you licensed to say that? If not, then you're just throwing your opinion out here just like the rest of us, except those of us that have actually lived through it know that it takes all kinds of different forms.
They don't act happy and giddy and like, oh, we're going to see our mom. We've been assholes to her for 5 years. Let's go. That's weird.
So my favorite comment from whatever the hell that was, I disagree. I love it for them. Me too. And then somebody stupid in the comment says,
this is the current generation. Sorry to sound old. The trendy thing to do is go no contact. If someone disagrees with you, the people who have legitimate reasons are probably not as many as it appears. This generation is going to find themselves incredibly lonely later in life.
oh, please. There is so much here that I want to say on this comment. Okay, so first of all, it is not a trend to go no contact. Now, am I going to sit here and tell you that every single person that's gone no contact is doing it for legitimate reasons? No. But I don't think for the majority of them, cutting your parents out of your life is something that they want to do. I mean, I'm somebody who's much older and I still can't do it because it's just too hard. But I'm not going to make the people that were strong enough to cut off that diseased hand feel bad about themselves. In fact, I'm going to applaud them. To say that the people who have legitimate reasons are not as many as it appears to be is just a very privileged, living under a rock stance to have. There's child that happens all over the world, and it's not rare. Why do you think you can ask probably 9 out of 10 women if they've ever been assaulted, and they're going to say, yep, because I know that I have, and we will not be lonely because we are going to be surrounded by people that we actually love and have healthy relationships with, because we have learned now what a healthy relationship looks like. And now they're getting mad that we're deciding to take a stand against their shitty parenting. Don't listen to these old biddies. Listen to this old biddy.
I'm having a panic attack, and this is my mom. This is my mom.
Because you want to see
Because I'm having a panic attack. Yep, I'm very exhausted. I'm so tired, and I try to tell my mom because I'm so exhausted and tired. And then she wanted to tell me that
to go to bed.
Yeah,
That's right. To go to sleep.
to not tell me. And anyway.
You shouldn't go to bed. I'm done. Oh my God.
That is really sad to see, and the comments were even sadder. I only picked one out of the sea of comments of people who have obviously never had panic attacks. Crying hysterically isn't a panic attack. As someone that suffered for years from panic attacks, it doesn't look like this. It's a silent hell. Not always. Now, I actually have panic disorder. I have been diagnosed from an actual doctor with panic disorder. So I suffer from chronic panic attacks. They're very different than anxiety attacks. Now, when I have like an anxiety attack, I'm a little bit more jittery. You know, I can tell my husband, hey, I'm feeling really high anxiety, and I can usually work myself through them. When I have a panic attack, don't always look the same. Now, the silent panic attacks, that is definitely something that happens, because when I first feel like I'm getting the panic attack, I don't really want anybody to know. I'm kind of just like hoping that it doesn't go full-blown panic attack and that I can kind of work myself through it. But if I can't, I usually get up, I pace my husband, I tell him I'm having a panic attack. It's a whole thing. I have a blanket that I have to use. I have a position that I have to get into. I usually need my husband there. And of course I have my medication, which isn't rapid release. So it can take up to like a half hour for me to finally start to feel okay. Or sometimes I have panic attacks where my face is beet red, I'm crying, I'm sweating, I'm going like this, and I am like freaking out, and my husband has to be there to like talk me off the ledge, basically. There is no one panic attack fits all. It's different for everybody. And she absolutely looks like she's having a panic attack to me. That is what a panic attack can look like. Cook dinner with me while my boyfriend sits on his game and treats us like poo.
Okay. Go play, my love. You can play. You're not in timeout. Don't think that you are. You can play.
He told her she has to be in timeout for 30 minutes. And I believe the reason why is because she went into the bedroom while he was playing video games. Locked us out of our room. He locked you out of your own room?
She's trying to open it, but she doesn't know how. Why can't the door just stay open?
Because I want time to myself. Because I want time to myself.
Okay.
You want time to myself?
Yeah, it's just she wants in there because she thinks that that's her room too. Like.
Oh, it's yours.
Wow.
It's okay.
Oh, this poor baby.
What?
You want to take a fucking happy dad and then, warm.
Come here. Doesn't want you in there right now, okay?
Now, I can't really understand what he's saying. Anybody else? I'm going to have to put the headphones on and really listen, and maybe I'll be able to add something post-edit.
I got nothing.
Shutting your daughter out of the room because you're trying to play video games? I don't like it. I know that that might be very divisive, but I don't know. You could be nicer about it. My neighbor gave her kid away to CPS because she thought the rapture was coming. No! Oh my gosh, I've seen so many videos of people talking about the rapture coming. You guys, I swear the rapture was supposed to come probably at least 30 times in my lifetime. I'm not even kidding. I remember specific years that were supposed to end with, you know, God coming back and saving our souls, although mine would get left behind, obviously. I remember 1992, 1995, 2000 was a big one, 2001, 2006, 2011, 2012, and after that, I seriously just stopped counting.
We've all heard about this religious psychosis people have been experiencing because they believe the rapture is happening. Well, I don't know if any of you saw this video of the woman giving her kid to CPS because she thinks the rapture is going to happen. But that is actually my neighbor, and now she realizes the rapture isn't going to happen. She's freaking out, trying to get her kid back.
Okay, wait a minute. If she gave her kids away to CPS because she thought Jesus was coming back to save everyone's souls who are, you know, good and innocent and all that, she didn't think her daughter was gonna get raptured away? Oh my gosh! Okay, now this next video, I don't necessarily think it's bad parenting. You might think so, but it's just so funny because I saw this video like hours after it came out and I was just looking at it like, this is crazy. I'm gonna share this on, you know, my next video, only to realize this blew up and got really, really massive. So here, take a look. So it's a baby girl's name reveal. Okay. Did you see? It went really fast. Did you notice how fast it went? I'm like, okay. Oh, there's the name. What is this name? So I was trying to figure it out. I've never seen a name spelled like this before. I was like, is it LuKaCeY? LuKaCeY? I don't know. I have no idea. She made a video following up on that. This is one of the worst names I've seen. I think that's a little rude to say.
Some of you guys literally have me cracking up over comments like this. I was totally fully prepared for there to be some hate comments and people like, what the heck is wrong with this girl? That poor child, all the things. But I see some of the names that y'all be naming after y'all's kids after, and really, honestly, a pair of boots is not the worst thing.
Okay, so that's the problem. She named her child after a pair of boots. Now, look, I have nothing against cowboy boots. I have a pair myself downstairs. But to name your child after anything like that, whether it's a brand of boots or an article of clothing, remember how much everybody got years ago for naming their daughters Khaleesi? Even though I think that name actually sounds really pretty. You're naming her after merchandise, which I think is a little bit cruel. I just do. Okay, so LuKaCeY? I don't even know how to spell it. Okay, I'm guessing it's this one. All right, well, you know, name your children whatever you want to name them. Just remember though, kids are mean and they have to have that name for the rest of their lives. But I hated it when people judged me for what I was naming my daughter, so honestly, I feel like this is kind of harmless.
Oh my god, you're a single dad? That is just the sweetest. You are so mature and brave. That must have been so hard for the both of you. He's so adorable, he even has your eyes. Mother must have passed away, right? Because no one would ever leave a catch like you. Anything I can do to help you guys? You're a single mom? You're disgusting. Don't you have a food stamp line to be in? I bet you cheated and that's why you left. You're debased. Probably got strange men in and out of the house all the time. You're a terrible mom. Am I making you uncomfortable? Kind of like that UTI you have that you got from a random stranger at the bar. As well have a big sign on your head that says, easy lay, harlot.
Yeah, there's definitely a double standard there. When men are also really involved in their kids' life, like when dads actually just do what being a dad is, it's like,
oh my gosh, he's such a good dad. He actually feeds his kids. That's amazing.
You should have picked better. That's one that you always hear.
I heard that you booked your honeymoon and you did not tell me. Oh, yeah, I didn't know I needed to tell you as soon as we booked it. Yeah, we're going to Greece. Well, you do know that I can't travel internationally, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, well, did you just forget that when you were booking your honeymoon? No, we know that. Okay, well, are you going to rebook it? I was actually thinking that Florida would be a really good option. No, we're going to Greece. We're not going to Florida. I don't know why your travel preferences matter here. Well, obviously I'm going to be on the honeymoon. I mean, my son has never traveled without me, especially not internationally. You think that you're coming on our honeymoon? Sweetie, it's not that I think, it's that I am. I can't believe that you would be so selfish to think that I wasn't coming. And I can't believe that you'd be so delusional to think that you were coming, but I think you probably just need to talk to your son about this one. I'm not dealing with this.
So when I seen this video, I was looking through the comments and I seen a lot of people going,
there's no way this actually happened. Do people actually do this?
Yes, Yes, they do. My mom has actually done this. When my sister was getting married and they were planning their honeymoon, my sister wanted to go to Paris. And guess who asked if she could tag along? I'm not even kidding. My mom said that she would look up the hotel that they could stay in, that she would try to find the flight for them to be on.
I'm in a weird situation with one of my kids' friends, and I need to know if you think I'm overreacting. Okay? So it's a little bit of a story. So I would say like a year and a half ago, my kid was invited to a birthday party at this person's house. And when we got that invitation, we realized, oh, this person just lives a couple houses down. So we walked down to the birthday party and attend this in-home birthday party. Now, the first thing for me was the house was dirty. And I don't mean messy, I mean dirty. Okay. And there's a lot of kids there. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of parents. It was a little bit uncomfortable for some of us. Okay, it is what it is, right? People live in different situations. We enjoyed the party. We stayed the full time. It was great. The kids had fun. While I was there, I noticed that on their refrigerator, they had a lot of stuff from my child, which wasn't totally weird, but it kind of was. So they have like 5 kids, and their refrigerator is full of stuff that my child has made. Pictures, drawings, like actual pictures of her and this other kid. It was just a little bit much for me, okay? So now they know that we live close, and come this school year, they now ride the same bus because we had to switch which buses we ride. Anyways, my kid says to the little girl, who's an absolute sweetheart, you know, she's like, oh, we should play together sometime. We should set up a play date. So then I wouldn't say probably 20 minutes after they get home, I got a text message from this person's dad that said, hey, this is so-and-so's dad. You know, our kids want to play, and I wasn't just going to send my little 5-year-old over to your house and whatever, so I wanted to text first. And I said, oh, yeah, it was just a little bit of a misunderstanding. Like, I don't mind if, you know, maybe we set up a play date, but a school night's not a good night for us. So maybe on a weekend. Okay, sounds good. I haven't heard from them since, nor have I reached out, because there's just something like I'm not comfortable with my kid going over there, and that's kind of where they want her to go, is over to their house, okay? So it's just there's something that I am not comfortable with.
Your mommy instinct.
Flash forward to today, sitting on the couch, it's about an hour after school got out, and I hear this bang, 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 bang on my door. It's terrified me. And I go and I look out the people, and I can see some little kids and a guy, and I'm thinking, oh, someone's probably in our neighborhood selling something. So I open the door, and it's the little girl and the dad and another one of their kids. And he's like, hey, I know it's not the weekend, but I want to know if our kids can play together, because it's breaking her heart that you're not allowing this to happen. And I was like, well, it's a school night and we have company over. You know, my mom's over, we're hanging out, we're enjoying some family time. And so unfortunately, no, it's not a good time. And he goes, well, then I need you to tell my kid no.
I'm sorry, what? I'd be like, get the off my porch right now.
And it was just like, so, you know, I explained to the little girl, you know, like, oh, hey, how are you? Da, 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 da. Sorry, it's not good timing. It just made me more uncomfortable. And he just kept saying like, well, I'm not trying to push you. I'm not trying to push you.
The hell you are.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm overreacting, but at the same time, I just have that mama gut feeling like something isn't right. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm being judgmental. I don't know. But the fact that it always needs to be at their house and I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know. There's just something there.
Now, this might make me come off sounding like a little bit of an asshole, but you don't owe them an explanation at all. You just tell them like, no. Just leave it at that. No.
No is a full sentence.
Why not? Because I said so. That's why. I mean, if your kids are friends, that's fine. But are you friends with the parents? Because if you're not friends with the parents, then yeah, you don't owe them anything.
So there's a 98% chance that this morning I'm going to end up in jail thanks to my daughter's stepmom. Now, my ex-husband and I have been divorced for about 5 years now. He married this new female who does not like me, does not like my daughters, and she is just a fucking bitch. I kid you not. My ex-husband never introduced me to this female. She actually showed up out of the blue one day when I was supposed to exchange the kids with him. She showed up because apparently she said that he was watching the football game, so he was very busy and he told her to pick the kids up. because it was court ordered that my children obviously had to go with their father, I told this female, look, I have no idea who the you are. You are not taking my children. I am more than happy to drive the 2 hours to go take my kids to make sure that they actually make it to their father's house. So you can go back in your car. I'm going to take my kids. We'll just see you there, I guess. Once we got to my ex-husband's house, this bitch got very snappy. She had nothing to say to me face to face, but then when we got into the actual house, because I had to talk to their father about his stupid decision, she was upstairs just yelling profanities at me. You bitch, and oh my god, I can't believe you're not allowing me to even be around your kids or pick them up, like I'm gonna do something to them, blah 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 blah. So I just let that go. But then there was another instance where this bitch decided to cut my daughter's hair, and it wasn't just like a trim. She literally, my daughter was bald. I instantly flipped the out. I got so mad. I went to my ex-husband's house again. I was trying to find this bitch. She never even came out, so there was really nothing I could do. Obviously, I wanted to lay my hands on her, but I couldn't. So then my daughter tells me that last night her stepmom sent her a text message asking her to please not wear the clothes in their house that I purchased for them. So anything that I purchased that they're wearing, they need to go into the garage and change, because she doesn't want anything that belongs to me in her house. You would think that would be the end of it, right? But no, she still messaged her and told her that she is now staying in the basement. She doesn't want her to stay in her room. She actually put everything downstairs, and apparently my ex-husband was okay with that. So
oh my god.
I'm not allowing anyone to treat my children like that. There is no way in hell that my daughter is going to stay in the basement when there's a room upstairs that she can use.
Oh my gosh, the way that I might be in prison too. What an absolute bitch. Man, oh, these kinds of things make me so mad, because I just want to be like, just don't give your daughter to your husband. But I know that you don't have a choice, unfortunately. Oh man. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you would like to watch more crazy parenting TikToks, I will leave you a playlist right here that you can check out. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Remember that I'm always here for you. I love you guys. Bye.